Can a county be sued in negligence when a foster care child is abused by the foster family? To find out, you have to read Weisbrod-Moore versus Cayuga County, but it's 32 pages. Don't have time for that? I've got you covered. This is TLDR, Too Long Didn't Read, where I cover New York Court of Appeals cases and I try to do it in 5 minutes or less. This is the episode on the case of Weisbrod-Moore versus Cayuga County. The citation for this case is 2025 New York Slip Opinion 00903, published by the New York Court of Appeals on February 18th of 2025. The issue in this case is whether the county can be held responsible in negligence for injuries suffered by a foster care child while in foster care custody and supervision by a foster care family. To understand and appreciate the context of this case, the background that's helpful to know is that in considering a claim of negligence, a private action of negligence, the plaintiff has to establish first the existence of a duty of care. So it's duty, breach, causation, damages. That's how we always memorize the elements of negligence: duty, breach, causation, and damages. So the first is the question of duty. And when a municipality, historically, when a municipality is sued for negligence, they only owe a duty to a regular citizen if there's a special, it's called a special duty doctrine. Only if there's a special duty doctrine that's established. There's 3 elements to a special duty doctrine. A special duty can arise in 3 situations. Number 1, when the plaintiff belongs to a class for which a statute the plaintiff belongs to a class for whose benefit a statute was enacted. Number 2, the government entity voluntarily assumed a duty to the plaintiff beyond that which is owed to the public in general. Or number 3, the municipality took positive control of a known and dangerous safety condition. If any of those apply, then there's a special duty doctrine that applies, and the municipality can be held liable with respect to a duty. That's the background that's helpful to know. The facts in this case are that the plaintiff in this case is a former foster care child who filed a claim under the new Child Victims Act, which allows people to sue for sexual offenses beyond what had previously been the statute of limitations, and sued Cayuga County and other people, but with particular against Cayuga County, who was the county administering the foster care situation, alleging negligence. The plaintiff claimed that Cayuga County placed her in a foster home where she suffered severe sexual and physical abuse from her foster parents from the age of 18 months old to 8 years old. She argued the county had a duty to exercise reasonable care in selecting, retaining, and supervising her placement family, and breached that duty by failing to ensure her safety. Cayuga County then made a motion to dismiss, saying, we only have a duty if there's a special duty doctrine that's established, and none of those 3 elements of special duty doctrine apply here. The Supreme Court here denied the county's motion to dismiss, said, no, you do have a duty here. The Appellate Division then reversed it, saying they don't have a duty, granted the motion to dismiss. It goes to the Court of Appeals, and the Court of Appeals reversed the Appellate Division, said the Supreme Court was right, that the county here does have a duty to a duty to foster care children. And why? They said, yes, we understand we're changing the law here a little bit. They said, in general, the special duty doctrine controls when municipalities, read counties, can be held liable in negligence, but there's a special set of before even that special duty doctrine existed, there's a duty that a government owes to people who are in its custody. Think of children in school. Think of prisoners in jail. There are people, when you're in custody of the government, the government has some custody and control of you. They then have some responsibility for you. They owe you a duty. So they say, forget the safeguard, the special duty doctrine does not apply in this case. We're going to sidestep that and say that foster care children are owed a special duty by the county because they are in the legal custody of the county. It stems from common law principles and is not restricted to cases where the government has direct physical control, because they are recognized that the government doesn't have physical custody. The foster care family does, but they have legal custody. And they're basically creating a new basis of liability, saying that in this particular case, municipalities have legal custody of the foster care children, and therefore the foster care children can sue municipalities. It doesn't mean they're going to win, but there is a duty that's owed to them, and there's still a question with respect to proof. But that's the holding here, is that counties may have a duty, do have a duty, and may be liable, therefore, in negligence to foster care children who are abused while in their legal custody. And that's the case of Weisbrod-Moore versus Cayuga County. Have a good day. If you like what you just saw and want to see more just like it, please hit like or subscribe to let me know.